Okay, so we're asked to solve 12x squared minus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Okay, so this is guide number. So guide number for this will be minus 24x squared. And I need the factors of 24. So 24 by 1, 12x by 2x, 8x by 3x, 6x by 4x. Okay, and I have to figure out which one will make minus 5. Well, added together make minus 5. Definitely those two won't. That won't either. So this is the one. Now because it's a minus, one has to be a plus and one has to be a minus. And if it's a minus 5x, so it's a minus 8 plus 3. So replace that. So just to show you, that has been replaced by that. Okay, so it's 12x squared minus 8x plus 3x minus 2 equals 0. See what's common between the first two. So I divided into halves. Common between the first two is 4x. So I'm left with 3x minus 2. And I'm going to factorize out the 1 and I get with 3x minus 2. So now I have 4x plus 1, 3x minus 2. So these are called factors. Okay, so I'm going to solve the factors over here. Okay, so what you do is you let the factor equal to 0 in both cases and solve for x. So 4x is equal to minus 1. So then you divide by 4 to get x in its own. X is equal to minus a quarter. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Sorry, 3x is equal to 2. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 2/3. So that's the first part of the question. Now the second part of the question says, hence, find the two values for k for which this minus 5 times this minus 2 is equal to 0. Now if you compare the two of these, there's a lot of similarities to this. Well, it's equal to 0 for a start. There's a minus 2 at the end. There's 5 times something, and up here is 5 times x. And there's 12 times something squared, which is 12 times x squared. So the difference between them is x is equal to k over 2 minus 1. And if you look at the similarities, that's the only similarities. So I just to show you, so different pen. So the x squared is being replaced by this, and the x is being replaced by this. Okay, everything else is exactly the same. Now in the first part of the question, we found what x was. There was two values for x. There was x is a quarter and x is 2/3. So there's two separate answers for k here. So I'm going to let 1 minus 1 quarter is equal to k over 2 minus 1, or 2/3 is equal to k over 2 minus 1. So I'm actually going to write this one up here so I have a bit of room. So minus 1 quarter equals k over 2 minus 1. So that over 1, I'm going to get a common denominator, 4. 4 into 4 goes once, so that's minus 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 into 4 goes twice, so 2 by k is 2k. 1 into 4 goes 4 times by 4. Okay, so we can ignore the 4. So what I have is 2k. If I bring the 4 over to the other side, it becomes a plus 4, so this becomes 3. And so k is equal to 3 over 2. Same idea here. Get a common denominator. Common denominator will be 6. 3 into 6 goes twice. 2 2s are 4. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. 3 by k is 3k. 1 into 6 goes 6. 6 by 1 is 6. I can ignore the 6. So what I have is, I have 4 equals 3k minus 6. So I'm going to write that up here. So I'm going to leave k's on one side. So 3k is equal to, we bring this 6 over to the other side, becomes a plus 6, so that will become 10. Divide both sides by 3. So k is equal to 10 over 3. So in this equation, that's the value for k, and that's the value for k. And you use, when they use the word hence, you're implying that something that you did in this half, this part of the question, will be of use here. And in this case, that's what we used. We used the values for x to find out what we were looking for.